Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Midfield now, Lawrence. Connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. The quick slant caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Man right side is Sharp. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Being chased down left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half. So
drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's Rattling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson off play action. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Watson on 3rd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Do you try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a first and goal at the 1.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To Johnson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now Watson on third and goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker. He had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, here's ETN. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Muscles him off, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Running out of the gun with ETN, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They need to change that here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Come here. I can't hear you.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6. Past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And so we're on the roll now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. A 1st down and more, Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Watson to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
What's up, that dude?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good.
Good sleep.
May very well be headed to overtime.
You said what?
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
You said what?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Are you talking about all?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward. Okay? If you go for it, what is the upside?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Damn.
And I had that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. First throw in OT for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So a big move here, plan to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Complete to Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. But when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call in my play sheet, House. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow. 50 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Good shit.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down inside the 25.
Wow, they just gave him the game. Good shit, Jacksonville.
So here we go.
Hey.
Maybe the biggest kick of the game.
Yeah, hey, good game, bro.
Give them a lead here in overtime.
Oh, I didn't let me call timeout. Yep, good game.
And his kick is good.
Yes, sir, good game.
And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Well, I know
how much chicken you make last night?
You wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. Your defensive guy.
Yeah, I heard you.
It was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
so for Jacksonville, it's a victory in the debuts of Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer, two guys whose fortunes will certainly be linked the next few years. And they'll be back home next week to take on